Why is sex so complicated? Everyone seems to be doing it, but nobody talks about it honestly. What's the naked truth about sex?
You seem to have some doubts about sex. Can I help you?
Yeah, I have some questions about sex. I don't
Let's
know
start
where
with the
to
basics. Sex is a natural and healthy part of human life. It involves physical, emotional, and sometimes spiritual intimacy between two or more consenting adults.
But what about all the stuff people say about sex? Like, is it true that men want it more than women?
That's a common myth. In reality, men and women desire sex equally. However, social and cultural factors can influence how people express their sexuality. For example, women may feel more pressure to conform to societal expectations of modesty or face negative consequences for being sexually active.
I didn't know that. But what about all the different ways people have sex? How do I know what I like?
That's a great question. Sexual preferences are unique to each individual and can change over time. It's essential to explore your desires in a safe and consensual way. Communication is key when it comes to sex. Talk to your partners about your likes, dislikes, and boundaries. Don't be afraid to ask for what you want and listen to what they have to say.
Okay, but what if I'm not comfortable with certain sexual practices? How do I say no?
Consent is the foundation of healthy sexual relationships, Alex. It means that all parties involved must agree to participate in any sexual activity. If you're not comfortable with something, it's okay to say no. You have the right to set your boundaries and communicate them clearly. Similarly, you should respect your partner's boundaries and never pressure them into doing something they're not comfortable with.
Thanks. This has been really helpful. But what about protection? How do I protect myself and my partners during sex?
Protection is crucial when it comes to sex. It includes using condoms, getting tested for STIs regularly, and using birth control if needed. Remember that STIs can be transmitted even without penetration, so oral and anal sex require protection as well. It's also essential to discuss your sexual history with your partners and have an open and honest conversation about any concerns or risks.
I see. It seems like there's a lot to think about when it comes to sex.
Yes, sex can be complicated, but it can also be fun, pleasurable, and meaningful. Just remember to approach it with respect, communication, and consent, and always prioritize your safety and well-being.